I'm manifesting this finds the right people at the right time. I want to talk about grief. As someone who has been through grief several times, the first real time I went through a real intense grief was after my brother died by suicide. Another time that I really grappled with grief was when I was deciding to get a divorce. I think the major thing of that was also because I had kids, and so everything that goes through with getting divorced and having kids was incredibly hard. Not saying those are the only types of grief that people go through. People grieve old parts of themselves, they grieve jobs, any type of loss or change calls for grief, right? But I just want to say that grief, everybody has a different way of grieving, and that's something I had to learn and cope with. Every single member of my family had a different way to grieve, and at first it really upset me that they were not grieving in the same way I grieved. And so it's important to acknowledge that everybody has a different way of coping. But no matter how you cope, when you're walking in and through grief, it's incredibly lonely. And it's private. And it's all consuming. My brother passed away well over a decade ago. And I still have moments where I can't catch my breath. And I'm instantly taken back to that time. But I want you to know it's so important to allow your soul that time to process, to release, and to honor whatever it is you're grieving. And grief doesn't always happen instantly. After my brother died, I took, I was definitely mourning. I took a couple weeks, and then I returned back to work, and I poured myself into work, and then it didn't hit me until almost a whole year later. And I'm not saying everyone follows that same timeline, but it is very different for everybody, and it can hit you unexpectedly. And whenever it does, your soul is calling for that time. Please, it is so important to take that time and to be there for yourself and to just totally dive into it, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it with work, and I did have to take a leave of work, and I was so blessed to have that opportunity. But it's lonely, and I was just talking to someone who was grieving the other day, and while you're going through the process, she was saying how, she felt like she needed to do something for herself, even though she was grieving. And I just wanted to say that is, when you feel that, it is so important. It's really important to pour back into yourself things that bring you joy and make you happy, right? But also it's very important to not book yourself up completely with joy so that you're not leaving yourself time to grieve. So, things that can inspire you for joy are things that you might have wanted to do when you were a child. For example, I've always wanted to do the pottery wheel, and so I'm actually taking a class now. And I've always wanted to be a beekeeper, and so I'm on the lookout for a beekeeping class. So integrating things that do bring you joy, or maybe it's just sitting in the sun, or just taking a bath. It's very important to honor the grieving process, but then also do something that just sparks a little bit of joy. And, even amidst the joyful thing, you could feel very, sad, have moments of sadness, but it's okay. It's okay. No one is going to judge you. You know, we're all on our own journey. But I do, you know, want to call out that if your soul is feeling like, oh, all I'm doing is just crying and I'm just sitting in this hole, you know, to honor that piece as well, and to get out and to explore things that make you happy. So I hope this helps anybody who might be grieving right now, and to know it is a very private, it is a very dark, it is a very lonely journey, but you will make it through, and you will, grieving, it pops up. It does. It pops up at the randomest moments. I could be having the best day of my life, and then, you know, driving, I have like a 10-minute just pouring, sobbing thing. So you don't ever learn to get over it. You just learn to walk through life with it. And it is, I feel like it is a blessing to be able to have the experience of going through grief, because I feel like it does make you a more compassionate, kinder person to others. So I wish you the best of luck on your journey, sending you so much love and wishes for betterment.